Look at weather now. Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan with a look at temperatures out there. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Veronica. It has been a decent day out there as the skies completely cleared out this afternoon, and temperatures are pretty comfortable around the bay. We're looking mostly at upper 60s, a few spots inland in the 70s and 80s in the valleys, but our southern valleys did reach the triple digits once again today, after a high of 110 in Fort Hunter Liggett yesterday. So we had some serious heat. That trend will be cooler as we head through the work week. In fact, it's going to be quite a bit cooler for many inland locations as we head through midweek, as things are starting to change a little bit. We do have high pressure in control here across the west right now. It is weakening and allowing for a trough of low pressure to begin to dig. We can almost see just a little bit of a curve in the clouds here just south of our banner here as this trough begins to dig in. This is going to be more fall-like weather. And what I mean by that is during the summertime, we often exist in this very stable weather pattern where the ridge is either here or maybe here, just kind of meanders around, maybe down a little bit here. But we don't see a lot of movement in the jet stream. It's way off to the north, but it's going to start digging a little bit farther to the south. It usually does as we head into late August to September. At first, we get these troughs of low pressure. They bring cold fronts, but they're fairly dry. There isn't a lot of moisture to work with. And then eventually, as that jet stream starts digging south enough as we head into the late fall and winter months, it starts really tapping into some subtropical moisture. Next thing you know, we got rain. But it's going to be some time before we get there. And we're going into this period where not only do we still have hot and dry conditions, but we also have the winds associated with these troughs. And that is what's going to increase our fire danger over the next probably month or two. I hate to say that, but that's something we've been looking ahead toward all the way through the summer. It's been hot and dry, but it's been fairly calm. That will change over the next couple of months, and that's what we have to get through before we get to the rain. FUTURECAST overnight tonight is showing the return of low clouds, patchy fog possible, maybe even a little drizzle on the south and east sides of the bay. The marine layer is deepening tonight, so that could squeeze a little bit out. We had some in Salinas last night. There was some in Pacific Grove as well. You may have gotten a little bit in your neighborhood as well, and that will be possible again overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, patchy fog possible into the valleys. We head into the afternoon. We're going to clear out on the north side of the bay, but a few low clouds will be on the south and east sides of the bay. We did completely clear out today. I think that at some point in time tomorrow, we'll still have clouds in some place. So we'll call it mostly sunny tomorrow during the afternoon hours, but generally not a bad day out there. It should be fairly comfortable on the coast. And then those clouds will thicken again tomorrow night with the potential for a little bit more drizzle on the south and east sides of the bay. But our temperature trends are down, especially for inland areas. We may not notice too much of a difference on the coast. We're going to stay in the 70s in Santa Cruz, upper 60s in Capitola, but in the mountains, ranging from that 76 from Scotts Valley to 90 in Boulder Creek tomorrow. And that'll probably be the last 90 all week for you in Boulder Creek. I know it's been fairly toasty up there. So we head over to Watsonville, you'll see a high of 68 with upper 60s also in Salinas, right around 80 in Hollister, mid 80s in the Santa Clara Valley, mid 60s in Aptos, Castroville, and Marina. In and around the Monterey Peninsula, pretty seasonable to slightly cool tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid 60s. We'll hit 67 in Monterey tomorrow, not too bad at all. And then farther south, very pleasant in Carmel Valley and Big Sur with 70s. Pleasant through Greenfield in the 70s. We'll hit 80 in King City. And look at no 90s in the Salinas Valley. We will have some in the San Antonio Valley and Parkfield tomorrow, but only 88 your high expected in Bradley. Over the next 7 days, temperatures on the coast not changing all that much. We'll be fairly comfortable. I think we will see partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies every afternoon. So increase in sunshine, I think, compared to what we've seen over the last couple of days, outside of today, of course. So it really looks pretty nice as we head all the way through the weekend, honestly. It's the inland areas that will see the bigger change. You're going to see those high temperatures jump, or I should say drop, about 20 degrees from what we saw yesterday. So we were in the mid 90s on average yesterday. We'll be in the mid 70s by Wednesday. That's going to feel quite a bit cooler for you. And then we'll bounce back a little bit Wednesday, or I should say Thursday through the end of the week, but fairly seasonable, mostly sunny skies, really nice and much more comfortable weather. We're not going to see a lot of that wind that they're going to see in Northern California this week, but we'll get a little bit of wind over the hills as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. We're back after this.